Help me. Fill up everything. Come on.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. EHG, the studio behind LE, dropped update 124, and I gotta say the community is pretty excited, at least my community, as I've been streaming on Aaron Action RPG on Twitch. By the way, it is day 29 of my subathon, and there's enough time on the clock to get all the way to day 30. So again, just huge shout out to everybody and thank you so much for the support. We're gonna jump right into update 124. And again, I think you're going to be pretty surprised and very happy. And I'm not going to read all this. I will link it in the description below if you want to check it out. So we've got some environment improvements, VFX improvements, and these are just some overall things people are pretty happy with. Bug fixes. We've been playing Shield Throw. They fixed an animation issue with Sentinel's Shield Rush where the shield would float on the side. We actually ended up speccing out of this because it was so annoying, so I'm glad that they fixed it. All right, quality of life improvements. Ignite slow, mark of death, all this stuff is now cleansed when you go to the end of the world or the Monolith of Fate. That way you can't die after a completion. Very, very smart. Tombs and cemetery entrance indicators now have different icons than the objective. So normally you have to like pick, you don't know if you're running towards a tomb or cemetery or you're running towards your objective. This is something that people have been asking for since season 2 dropped. It is an absolutely huge quality of life. Check this out. Now, as you can see, right now we are logged into Last Epoch. I'm playing my Wraith Lord build in the Monolith of Fate. And if you hit tab, you will see two different arrows. Now, this is the standard arrow that tells you to go to your objective. And this is the updated arrow that now shows that that direction is a tomb or cemetery. It seems like such a small little detail that they have added, but it makes navigation so much better. And not only do you see that on your in-map overlay, but it's also on your mini-map up here. You can see that if I go north, if I go up, I'm going to be able to find the tomb and cemetery if you're hunting for some of the new idols. If I go down, I'm going to find the objective. Huge little update to Last Epoch. But wait, there's more. Check out some of these bug fixes that they have put in. So your evade on your WASD, they have updated that. And a big one, somebody out there will understand this. The fireground dot field spit up by fire lizard should only ignite and no longer shred fire resistance. I can't be the only one that dies from these frickin' fire lizards and their little tail hit. So normally it's just an ignite, or it's supposed to be only an ignite, but it actually shreds all your fire resistance as well. That is why you die so fast. So they have corrected that as well. And there's a lot of little VFX and bug fixes that they have put into this update. But here is the meat and potatoes. This is what everybody is so stoked about. Weaver tree imprint node changes. Fixed a bug that imprint item nodes to drop items less frequently than intended. So supposedly there was another bug as to why we weren't getting as many drops. I guess imprint items more consistently drop items similar to them now. They retain the chance to drop other uniques to the same item type, but this chance has a much lower than 1, 2, 3. Fixed a bug that would cause rare and exalted item drops by imprint item nodes to display at normal items instead of their actual rarity. Reduce the chance of imprint nodes dropping magic items instead of rare or exalted ones. Here it is. Ready for this? Developer note. The updates to imprinted item nodes released in patch 123 unintentionally cause items to appear both less frequent and less similarly than intended. Additionally, an imprint did generate rare or exalted items, and they were occasionally incorrectly shown as a different rarity, causing them to be hidden by many players' loot filters. After these fixes, the amount, rate, and similarity of generated items from imprint nodes is closer to what they were before. So obviously there's a lot of people that have come out and said, dude, I'm not getting my stacks of red rings anymore. It looks like red rings are back on the menu. They're basically reverting and fixing some of these changes so that imprints, you're actually getting stacks of the item you want again. And we've been playing all morning, and I have been getting stacks of the items that I have imprinted again. So I think people are going to be pretty happy about this. We'll continue to listen to feedback on this system, and we're already working on requested improvements, including a way to indicate when an item has dropped as a result of the imprint. We were talking about this on my stream. Maybe a sound, maybe a different color, maybe the item looks different. I don't know. It's flipped or something like how they do for mirroring. But at least now you're going to know, which normally you should know because you're getting a stack of the same item, that it is an imprinted drop. Last but not least, more quality of life. They have changed the unstable rifts and the exiled mage objectives inside of monoliths. Normally right now it is a random, you have to beat 2 or 3. They have made it now where it's always 2, which is actually really, really nice, because sometimes you're like doing a lot of backtracking and running all over the map because you got 2, but you missed the 3rd one. And I've actually been complaining that I feel like with season 2, we're backtracking more than ever than we did before. And a lot of this is because of this issue, having to kill all 3 instead of just 2. So this should be a big quality of life change as well. So that's the update. Updated echoes. Imprints are back on the menu. We got a lot of bug fixing and different fixes to things that were driving us crazy. Tombs and cemeteries, you now have an indicator. And other than that, they continue to do a good job making the game better. Now, you might read a little something about floating icons. You go to pick up your items and they're kind of turns into a mini game, so you can't click on it. That was in the game for a few hours. They've already patched it out. So if you still have that problem, just restart Steam, do the update, and they have taken care of it. It's kind of become an ongoing joke, maybe a little bit of a meme, that they fix 50 items and break 3, but always they fail fast, which means they patch out those problems. So that was kind of the big problem for this update. Patch 124, what do you want to see next? Are you happy with this update? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We are 110 subscribers away from 99,000. If you think I have earned it, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Again, day 29 of my subathon. Come by Aaron Action RPG on Twitch if you want to ask any questions or just hang out or listen to some awesome polka music. And don't forget to check out actionrpg.com, my brand new launched website. We've got our team section up now, new event calendars dropping, 37 different build guides, me, the Curse, Frozen Sentinel, Babbling Bike. We're all updating our guides on there. It's a cool place to check out. I'm done. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.